Hello Chiefsters, it's Gav. Welcome to another one of my videos. Today we're looking at some painted 28mm Claymore castings, medieval foot soldiers. We've got some Billmen, which are like common soldiers, and we've got some men-at-arms, which are more wealthy. You could call them knights as well, some of them, if that's how you wanted to, paint a particular figure up. But men-at-arms or knights. Men-at-arms was just a rich bloke that wasn't actually a knight, but obviously had all the gear. They're on 40x40 MDF bases. Ooh, hang on a second before we've got bills tangled somewhere, which is what they were supposed to do in real life, but maybe not to each other. Right, this is my attempt at doing the Claymore castings. I made the tufts myself. They're stuck down with just some tacky glue. I've tried to make them look like, rough tufts really, type of thing. Again, like, it's not like a bowling green. There are some shale and white sand that's been painted over on the base as well, but obviously I tend to go fairly heavy on the tufts when I do these type of things. So I'm going to have to sort another camera out. This phone that I've got is absolutely stuffed. Well, it's a brand new phone almost, and it's I can't get photographs on it. There's something with, was it one of these apps or something? You can't get rid of the photos, and it's just been a nightmare. So after my camera died on me, I'm going to have to buy a new camera. I had saved the money for a new airbrush, but it might be going on a camera. But anyway, that's beside the side. So what I'm saying is there aren't any photographs at the end of this one. Sooner or later I'll have some. He's a man-at-arms here as well. He's got the spurs on as well, which obviously the grass is hiding mainly. Put a couple of little flowers in there as well. Not overdid the flowers, just wanted some yellow ones and a couple of red ones. So that's our one base. I've tried to mix them up so they look like, if you did maybe 4 of these bases, so they were like that, so there's a group of them, so that they look like a great big press of fellas all, intermingled and whatever. And yes, some of the poses, like the hand weapon guys that I bought, you could say, well, they're flaying around in there with swords and stuff, but it's supposed to show a jostling mass of people. Again, the lights, whenever you've got a lighter colour, it tends to get bleached out. And there's a bit of sand still to be rubbed away on these as well. They're just actually waiting. I've got to put some varnish around the edges, which is why I haven't brushed off the sand just yet. I tend to prefer using the tufts than I do just putting static grass down, because, as I say, you don't get, even if you put a double layer, which is just extra work, it still looks a bit. I like it on the ABs and the 10mm, but I prefer the tufts on the 28s, just making them, like you can see here. I say painted non-metallic metal, which is shining away under these lights. You can't see the subtleties maybe. Went for a darker effect on this guy's one. I'm not sure if that worked as well, but got a bit of grass or something on these. We've had a couple of airbrush coats of matte varnish, Galleria, Winsor & Newton. And our last guy. I've had to put this guy at the front, one of my favourite poses, and I hadn't realised, if you do use this, because you've got to drill the hands with these guys for the weapons, I'd suggest maybe, I've left the pole, I don't know if you can actually drill it through. Yeah, I have. I've only put a slight bit of the pole through. I would suggest maybe moving it back another 3mm or so, because you'll have the trouble of the bill hitting your table or your cabinet if you're just doing them for display. So I've had to move this one back which has created a nice aesthetic, I think, of, again, oppressive guys all hodgepodge and intermingled. Again, you're not seeing the colours so well. I'll have to think about maybe shade. They do come with some different shades, but these lights, because they do tend to bleach stuff away. But that's why I prefer showing you a photograph at the end. Just so you've got to. Again, this is green jacket's got a lot more colour in it than it's showing under the light. As I've said to you guys, this pose, I've seen them often displayed with a banner, as if he's holding a banner. And I didn't think about that at the time, and I needed the figure anyway, so I've just put him, holding up a bill. But no, very happy. Beautiful figures. The only thing you've probably got to watch out for with them, because they don't have a lot of mould lines, the mould lines that they do, because let's face it, they're fairly new castings as well, the mould shouldn't be knackered anyway, but the only thing I'd say watch out for, and it's not detrimental to the figures in any way, is just that the mould lines, because these are obviously cast figures, so they've got to have a mould, that very occasionally you'll have a very, very thin mould, and there were a couple caught me out because I didn't see them, and not until I put the primer on them and I had to redo them. So just bear that in mind. Just have the primer's there for you, just like on a model, to have another look, see what it's thrown up. It's not obviously there just to help your paint stick, but it does help you find. Sometimes mould lines can be in really hard to reach places without destroying some detail, and very occasionally I'll try and paint them in as a crease. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it can get you out of the mess. But yeah, that's our first group. As I say, I doubt I'll keep them. As usual, I'm always needing money. So, but what I won't be selling these until I've painted literally a whole, mini army, if you put it that way. What I'm thinking of doing is having. Whether it's four more bases or 8 bases of archers, and a couple of bases of knights, retinue, whatever you call them, with a headman, and maybe another bill unit. I'm not 100% sure yet. And then of course there's always mounted knights. so yeah, you're probably not going to be able to sell them anyway. When you sell an army that scaled up to a decent standard, you're trying to find clients for them, really. So they might sit in a box for the next 20 years and just get them out and have a look at them occasionally, but we'll see. But no, thanks a lot for stopping by and taking a look. So as I say, once again, these are obviously painted by me, tufts are done by me, the bases are from war bases, these ones. I get most of them from war bases, but when we had the last lockdown, they stopped producing. I had to get some from other eBay sellers, but these I've had a while. So yeah, MDF bases from war bases, 40 by 40. Thanks to Nick at the Medieval Wargamer, he put one of his videos up saying the type of bases most common for medieval wargaming and that, and I just went with him, what he'd said. So figures Claymore castings, they're metal, they're 28mm, and they, as I say, I can't fault them. Things you'll have to do is drill the hands out to accept the poles. I was originally going to change the poles for wire, and it was just the usual sod's law that I didn't have the correct stuff, so I couldn't do it anyway. But I'm not that fussed. They'll stand up good enough. And they're painted non-metallic style. As I say, I wanted to give that a go. So thank you very much, guys, for stopping by and taking a look. I probably won't be getting any more of these for about another 3 or 4 weeks, and then I'll get that, say, the couple of batches of archers. So it'll be progressing, but it's only as and when I've got the money to get the next batch. So probably about another 3 or 4 weeks, I'll be getting myself some archers, just for a change of direction with them, and paint those up, and then we'll go on to the next batch. I have got some more figures which I'm looking forward to painting. I've been waiting for the last couple of days, so I'm hoping that they come in the next couple of days, because I'm looking forward to showing those off. So that's as James from JVC Paints, go and check James out, had said, I've always got a load of projects, whether it's figures, large scale figures or scale models or whatever on the go. This is another section of soldiers, but it's more my type of era, time frame type of thing as well. So yeah, they'll be coming in hopefully in the next couple of days for a video. So look after yourselves, take care of each other, take care of all those around you, because I think we all need it at the moment, and we will catch each other very, very soon on another video. Cheers.